Alright, welcome back to 100 Girlfriends, episode 5. I had to count that for a second. Episode 5 reaction for the introduction of Iku. And for Iku's introduction, I got the closest thing I have to a baseball cap. If you know where this is from, you're a real one. But yeah, we're here for Iku's introduction, and I'm assuming this is going to be covering 2 chapters. Chapter 33 and 34. And that's a great segue into, if you're new here on this reaction, I am Moonlight150. I cover all things 100 Girlfriends on this channel. And what I'm doing instead of a regular reaction series is, instead of just watching it, I'm comparing it directly to the manga with also talking about the manga, so it's possible manga spoilers can come up. A definite big one came in the last episode, so I talked about that. So if there is potential other manga things to talk about, I will be talking about them. So if you don't mind manga spoilers, then stick around. But if you want to avoid manga spoilers or potential even later in the season spoilers, because that could also possibly come up, be sure to go watch another reaction video or get caught up on the manga and come back here. So that's a quick disclaimer out of the way. Oh, my recorder just reset here, so let's get but I think that's a good way to say, hey, let's get started. I've been babbling for too long. And turn on my volume just a bit so it doesn't echo with my microphone. So yeah, the fallout from the eating contest of all the food that they ate and all the food that they consume on the regular on the roof. Yep. They're definitely building on this more than it was in the manga. Oh look! Interesting, they added that a little bit with a small Kasuri. Didn't participate. Oh yeah, so I'll be pulling up manga panels over here. Just in case, so more in case if you're aware. What is that walk animation? The heck? Okay, it does match. Hold on, I can do pause real quick. That was just weird. Okay. Let's go back to that walk animation. Hold up. What is my boy, what are you doing? But it is exactly as he's modeled here in the manga panel. I'll pull it up here. But yeah, instead of correcting that and giving him a normal walk cycle, they just straight up adapted it. What on earth? Okay, we're off to a strong start here. Voice is a little higher pitch than I imagined in my head when I read Iku. She has more of a bit more like deeper tomboyish voice in my head. But I could say that just about with every girlfriend. Like their voice doesn't match exactly to what I had. So it's just something I have to get used to. Both in the Japanese and English version, I'm like, their voices don't match at all. Like, so I have like 3 different versions of Karane in my that I have to listen to: the Japanese, the English, and the one in my head when I read the manga. But anyway, now we should get to the May intro. Probably have already muted this. Yay! Oh, nice. Instead of just the like transition, it's actual like animation this time. Like cheap animation that I could do with my own editor. It was just like the block rotation. It was so weird. Now you can see May everywhere. Yeah, there she is, just standing off to the side. It is kind of the downside. Like they had to make it so where they could just easily insert May into this stuff, so she's just kind of there. Kind of like in what we saw in the ending last week. They just didn't fully incorporate her in most of it. It just was kind of there off to the side. Do we actually... They add like another one? I'll have to go count. It's like... Did they actually add May dancing there? There she is. Oh, now there's 2 of them. Why not? It's not the first time Rentro's done something like that. Wait, did we have the zing? Did I miss the zing? Did I miss the zing? Okay, I did. I was too busy yapping that I completely missed the zing. Alright, back to this. I missed the zing, just like Rentaro did in one chapter. I'll point that out here. Look, manga spoilers, like I said. Boku. Yeah, I did hear that. I remember that in the translation notes. I just happen to have 8 girlfriends. Who boy? Okay, they're definitely adding more to that. That's cool. Ah, ego. Why was there a heart emoji at the end there? Oh yeah, I forgot to point out the name of this episode. Most athletes are masochists. Like, okay, yes, you're right. Interesting they just made like a completely new episode title instead of taking one from the manga. Granted, they did that for May's episode 2. It's like, no, that's literally just beating you up. The next day. Let's get the full version. Come on, straight out the volume extra. Let's get the full version of this scene. Hey, no. Oh, that's kind of a cool change. They did add it. Different angle, but... Oh, I like that they added, like, him holding her hand. That's cool. That's a nice scene. I like that. I like that change. Oh, cool. They're, like, talking over one another. That's kind of a fun change. The suffering. The suffering. Why are we showing her ass? You can stop now. Oh, cool. Oh, we do see it here. Is she enjoying this? Oh, they added extra Nano here. Oh, okay, that's cool. She's definitely enjoying it. Okay, that's a fun addition. I like that. Oh, that wasn't a volume extra. That was in the regular chapter. What was in the volume extra? What was that? He's more stoic than me. Ooh, nice shot. Yeah, because the manga, it ends, hold on, spots here. It ends with her just saying, he's even more stoic than I am. So actually, I want to go to the volume extras, because I thought him looking back at Iku was part of the volume extra. So I need to look at that real quick. I just want to confirm for myself. Oh, so the fever was the volume extra. Okay, I got it mixed up. I thought... Okay. It's been so long. This is chapter 40, 30 stuff. We're in 200. You tend to forget the smaller details, alright? So yeah, the fever part with Nano, I thought that was brand new, but no, that was from the volume extra. I thought him looking back was part of the volume extra. Got it. Okay. But they definitely added more to the Nano part with the fever. Made it actually look like, oh, they're gonna kiss. It's like just to really drive home that... It's like, oh, he already has a girlfriend kind of thing that Iku's got going on. So that's a cool addition. I like that. It was nice. It was well done. May just joined last episode. Mm-hmm. Random NPC. I just realized the line of dialogue here. The girl's been bored out of their minds jogging to lose weight the past few days. Interesting. That's like a nice... That's an interesting addition. Because that would explain, like, the time consistency. Like, he's been spending his time with Iku the past, like, what, 2 days? So that's kind of, like, a fun way to bridge the gap of time. Like, what have the girlfriends been doing while he's been after school with her? They've been jogging. Okay, they kind of say that in the manga. Dieting and monotonous running. Okay. You three can't play. Like, oh yeah. Well, this is so cool. I love that shot. She just effortlessly. But this is cooler. Yeah, so there's Sahari sitting under the bed. We'll see if they show it again. Damn it. And there she is. Okay, yeah. So I gotta point this out. Just interestingly enough, let's go back here real quick. So Hahari being under here, and like, you know, even show her even more here. Like, it was hidden in the manga. Like, you almost don't catch it on your first read through. Like, I'll put it here. But yeah, she's like hidden in the smallest part of the panel here. So it almost made it kind of like a weird Easter egg when you talk to other people and be like, yeah, I've noticed when you notice Hahari in the bottom of the panel, and they're like, what? And then you go reread the chapter, and yeah, you see her under the bed there. So it's a big, I don't want to say creepier, but just kind of more of a fun Easter egg. But here they're making it very obvious and like, why are you there? So anyone who's only watching the anime, they're like, why is she under the bed? I mean, it makes more sense for what's about to happen in the episode when she explains stuff later, but I don't know, it was kind of like a fun Easter egg with the being under the bed there, being so hidden. Especially right there, like, how does Rentaro not see her poking her head out like that? Sneak photos of you while you were sleeping. See, that line probably would have even been funny if you didn't see her. What's with the loincloth? Don't sweat the details, okay. Yeah, let's see if there's anything at the ending here. Probably not, because they covered the volume extra part. No, there's anything. So far, we only have one after credit scene so far this season. But yeah, it's good to have Iku finally. She's a personal favorite of what I call the early batch of girlfriends. So it's nice to have her around. I'm getting used to the voice. Like I said, I have such different voices for each character in my head when I'm reading, and like I said, none of the Japanese, none of the English have come even close. But yeah, really good adaptation. I like all the additions that I pointed out. The only downside is the whole Hahari under the bed thing, because I feel like it would have been better just to hide it better, or just not have her visible at all, and then the line comes out where she says here, it's like, yeah, I heard everything when I hid under your bed to sneak photos of you while you were sleeping. That line probably would have hit more if we didn't see her, or you really had to like pay attention. Like in the manga, I'll show this again, but she's like really hidden there. You don't notice her on first glance. So a little bit downgrade there, but everything else is either a perfect adaptation or they added stuff. Like, what was my, like, I like how they interwove this whole scene here. Like, they actually show the animation of her walking and meeting up, seeing all of this, like seeing why were they walking differently in the first place, and her actually like grabbing his hand and seeing this whole like, you know, distraught, hit my mic, distraught look on her face. And then you add on, oh, I guess they do it just a tiny bit later. Wait, where'd it go? But the whole where like he thinks he has a fever. Oh, right here. Now they interwove this, where it's like part of the manga chapter as well as the volume extra. They interwove all that. That was nicely done. This scene is really good for anime only because it really drives home her her heartbreak scene, which is real nice. Jay's definitely enjoying it. So that's really good. That was good on their part to really get... Oh, I'm losing my voice already. And it's like this little... He's more stoic than I. Like, this is a nice shot, too. I might use this for the thumbnail. Yeah, this wasn't in the manga at all. It just ends on this face right here. But yeah. Good episode, and now we're going to get to one of my favorite arcs of the early parts of the manga, which is the baseball game. Which is interesting because it goes for 2 chapters, I believe. So it's 2 chapters. So once again, like this, they cram 2 chapters into a single episode. It's definitely possible that and it's just one baseball game. So, And then after that, we're going to have some real fun with the karaoke episode. Ooh, looking forward to that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I got to go get to work on the Chapter 204 coverage video because that came out last night. The translation came out, so I got to go work on that. So I'm not going to babble on any longer. So if you like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the chapter review and next week's episode. See you then.